Emma Carter had always loved visiting her grandmother's quiet little town in Vermont. Every summer, she escaped the noisy streets of Boston to spend a few peaceful days surrounded by wildflowers, old oak trees, and warm homemade pies. Her grandmother, Grace, had a special way of making every visit feel magical, even when life outside seemed confusing and exhausting. This year felt different from the moment Emma arrived. Grandma Grace greeted her with an unusually playful smile and insisted they enjoy lemonade on the front porch before unpacking. Throughout the afternoon, Grace kept glancing toward the neighboring house, as though she were waiting for something or someone to appear at exactly the right moment. As the sun began to set, Grace stood and brushed the flour from her apron. "Come with me," she said cheerfully. "There's someone I'd really like you to meet." Emma followed without questioning her, though she noticed the sparkle in her grandmother's eyes growing brighter with every step toward the neighboring property. The cozy white cottage next door belonged to a woman named Hannah Brooks. She opened the front door with a welcoming smile, wiping her hands on a gardening glove. She looked about Emma's age and carried herself with quiet confidence. Fresh lavender surrounded the porch, filling the warm evening air with its calming fragrance. Grandma Grace introduced them warmly before stepping back with a grin that seemed almost too satisfied. Emma laughed nervously while shaking Hannah's hand. Then her grandmother whispered, "I think she planned this," making both young women glance at each other in complete surprise before bursting into laughter together. Hannah admitted she had only moved into town 3 months earlier after leaving a stressful corporate job in New York City. She wanted a slower life filled with gardening, painting, and meaningful friendships. Emma instantly understood that feeling because she had secretly dreamed about making a similar change herself for years. The conversation flowed effortlessly as they wandered through Hannah's colorful flower garden. They spoke about favorite books, childhood memories, travel adventures, and their shared love for baking. Every topic revealed another surprising similarity. It almost felt impossible that two strangers could have so much in common within a single evening. Later that night, Emma teased her grandmother while helping wash dinner dishes. "Did you really arrange this meeting?" she asked with raised eyebrows. Grace simply chuckled without denying anything. "Sometimes," she replied gently, "life needs a tiny push before beautiful friendships find the courage to begin." The following morning, Hannah invited Emma to the local farmer's market. Together, they sampled fresh peaches, handmade cheeses, and warm cinnamon bread from friendly vendors. The simple outing felt more refreshing than any expensive vacation Emma had taken. She realized happiness often appeared in ordinary moments shared with genuine people. During lunch beneath a large maple tree, Hannah confessed that moving alone had been frightening. She missed her old friends but never regretted chasing peace instead of endless promotions. Emma admitted she had been feeling trapped inside a career that paid well but left her emotionally exhausted every single day. Their honesty created an unexpected bond built on trust rather than perfection. Neither woman pretended to have life completely figured out. Instead, they encouraged each other to embrace uncertainty. For the first time in months, Emma felt hopeful about her future instead of overwhelmed by endless expectations placed upon her. That evening, Grandma Grace baked her famous apple pie and invited Hannah for dessert. Watching the two young women laughing across the kitchen table filled her heart with quiet joy. She rarely interfered in anyone's life, but sometimes she believed kindness meant introducing two lonely people who simply needed each other. Before leaving for Boston a few days later, Emma and Hannah exchanged phone numbers with promises to stay connected. What started as a simple introduction had become an unexpected friendship. Emma hugged her grandmother tightly, realizing that some of life's greatest blessings arrive through people who quietly believe in our happiness. Several weeks passed, yet Emma and Hannah spoke almost every evening. They encouraged each other through difficult work days, shared recipes, and celebrated small victories. Eventually, Emma applied for a remote position that allowed her greater freedom. Hannah's courage inspired her to stop settling for a life that no longer fulfilled her. When autumn arrived, Emma returned to Vermont carrying exciting news. She had accepted the new job and planned to spend much more time near her grandmother. Hannah welcomed her with fresh pumpkin muffins, while Grandma Grace smiled knowingly from her porch swing, pretending none of it surprised her at all. Emma finally turned toward her grandmother and laughed. "You absolutely planned this from the beginning, didn't you?" Grace winked without answering directly. "Maybe," she said softly. "Or maybe I simply recognized two wonderful hearts waiting for the right moment to meet." Emma realized that thoughtful love often works quietly behind the scenes.